Hi everyone, Namaste. Welcome to my channel Venusianscorp, where I talk about all things astrology and tarot related. And today's video is going to be very special because I'll talk about Uranus in Taurus. This is part of my Uranus science series. The first video was on Uranus in Aries, so today's going to be on Taurus. Before I get started, just a little bit of a recap on what I do. I basically provide holistic healing services which are customized and tailored to your individual birth chart. So I look at the energies in your chart. I use a combination of astrology, tarot, yoga practice, nutrition, as well as alternative healing and medicine to give you a really customized healing solution that is applicable to your individual birth chart. So if you'd like a personal consultation, drop me a message on my Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Venusianscorp. You can also drop me an email at astrolab111@gmail.com and I'll get back to you soon. Both the links are in the description box so you can contact me for a reading. Okay, so let's get started. So today we are talking about Uranus in Taurus. So first of all, what is Uranus? Uranus is the planet of sudden changes. It's the planet of disruption, changes that are disruptive, changes that you don't expect, that happen out of nowhere, which really upset your life, but then eventually you realize that it was all for the good. Now, the energy of the planet Uranus is that of electricity. So when electricity strikes something, it's going to burn it, it's going to destroy it. So the thing is, when you have Uranus in Taurus, it's a bit of a paradox because Taurus is an earth sign, and more than any other earth sign, Taurus loves stability, security, and comfort. Taurus likes the familiarity. Taurus likes the comfort zone. Taurus does not like changes. Actually, Taurus is one of the earth signs that absolutely hates change. So, being a sign that is so resistant to change, when you've got Uranus in Taurus, this is going to create a lot of conflict in your chart. Now, if we look at the energies that are happening right now, Uranus is actually currently in Taurus. It moved into Taurus in March this year and it's going to be there till about 2026. So if you notice the energies that are happening in the world around today, ever since March of this year, a lot has been going on. People have been pushed way outside their comfort zone at a global level. So Uranus in Taurus is speaking to us at a global level right now. But today I'm basically talking about this energy in your birth chart, in your natal chart. So, like I said before, the energy of Taurus is that of resisting change. Taurus does not like, changes in their schedule, changes in their routine. It's a very schedule-oriented, routine-oriented sign, they like predictability. Taurus likes predictability. Taurus likes knowing what it's getting into, whereas Uranus is nothing like that, right? Uranus thrives on change. Uranus thrives on eccentricity. Being a little bit weird, being a little bit out of the box. That's why it rules Aquarius, and if you look at the sign of Aquarius, it's very much about these things. Uranus rules technology. It also rules gadgets. So when you've got Uranus in Taurus, you may have this constant paradox in your birth chart where both the energies are fighting for survival. Now, usually these outer planets like Uranus and Neptune, they don't really have a direct bearing on your chart because these are outer planets, these are generational planets. They will not have a direct significant impact on your everyday life. But the only time when they will have a significant impact is if Uranus is making, let's say, very strong aspects with any of your personal planets, like say your Sun, your Moon, Venus, Mars, your personal planets. If you find that Uranus is making a a strong aspect with it, then that will affect your chart and how these things play out. For example, if you've got Venus in Taurus and if you've also got Uranus in Taurus and these two are making a conjunction, so therefore if you have a Venus conjunct Uranus, then the way your love life plays out is going to reflect these Uranian energies in your love life, in your friendships, because that's what Venus represents. It's also going to affect your finances because that's another area that Venus represents. So, like I said, it's going to depend on what aspects are being made to your personal planets. But in general, Uranus in Taurus is going to represent a contradictory energy in your birth chart. You are going to feel out of place. Like you will always struggle. Like there will be two sides to you. One side of you is going to want stability, security, comfort, peace, especially peace, because Taurus loves peace. So that is the Taurus side speaking. And then there's going to be this other side, which is Uranus, which is always going to sort of push you to drive change. So you may sometimes find that you may self-sabotage a lot of the times because these two energies are so much in conflict with each other that even though you may love peace and stability in a lot of situations in life, which is the Taurus side, the Uranus side is always going to push you to sort of upset the peace, sort of make new things happen or make new situations, new changes happen in your life, which kind of takes you out of the comfort zone or takes you out of your familiarity or your peace of mind or your security. And this can, the reason I said self-sabotage is because, you may find yourself at a subconscious level doing these things. So for example, I'll just give a general example. Let's say, you are, because Taurus rules the second house of wealth. So I'm going to focus on the second house issues like your self-esteem, the money that you earn by yourself, because that's all second house issues. So let's say you are focusing on getting your own wealth, right? You're focusing on earning your own money, securing your own assets, property, finances, wealth, all those second house things, which is the Taurus side. But then there's going to be a part of you, which is the Uranus side, which is going to keep wanting to infuse some kind of electricity, some kind of change into those spheres of your life. So you may find that maybe you have a stable job, right? Maybe you have a stable job, you're earning a regular income, and that's contributing to your wealth and finances, which you are earning yourself. That's second house. If the eighth house is other people's money, the second house is money that you earn yourself through your own efforts. So you've got, let's say you've got a stable job, you're earning all that money and everything's going fine. One fine day you may just wake up and say that, you know what, I just don't like this anymore. I don't like this predictability. Every day is just a carbon copy of the same. There's that Uranus side which is going to kick in saying that, this is so boring. This is so much of a drudgery. Every day is just the same. I'm not finding any excitement. I'm not finding any new things to do. So then that Uranus energy is going to kick in and you may actually decide to quit the job. Even though everything was going well, even though, it was secure, it was providing you a stable environment, everything was going fine, but that Uranus side may kick in wanting that excitement, wanting that change, right? So that's why I said it's self-sabotaging, because you have these two contradictory forces at work in your chart, which sort of doesn't allow you to arrive at a stable point. So the remedy for this, one of the remedies can be to reconcile both these energies, is to look at channeling this need for excitement, this need for change, which is the Uranus side, into something that is not detrimental to your security and your comfort, because that is very important to Taurus energy. Taurus thrives on peace, Taurus thrives on stability, groundedness, it's an earth sign, so, and very much about material possession. So unless those are stable or are in place, you are not going to find peace of mind. That's basically Taurus energy. And so if you want to prevent this kind of self-sabotaging from happening, you can try to channel the Uranus energies, which is kind of driving that change and wanting that excitement all the time. You can drive that into something that is less damaging towards the important stuff, which is your security, which is your finances, which is your stability and comfort zone. So you can try to channel that into maybe some sporting activities or maybe something else that gives you that adrenaline rush without really damaging the core or the foundation that you might have set up in your life. So that's just a little bit about Uranus and Taurus. I can definitely go deeper into it, but that will depend on your whole chart. This is just the individual placement, taken out of context, and I'm speaking just about Uranus and Taurus. But of course, it depends on aspects that Uranus is making to your chart, where Taurus is located in your chart, what is the state of Venus, because Taurus is ruled by Venus. There's so many things that account for in a birth chart. So that is why I say, if you're confused about your life, if you're wondering which direction you need to be headed, if you're just feeling lost in general and you want some direction and advice as to what would be the best route for you, you can contact for a personal consultation. The links are in the description box, so you can always drop me a message and I'll get back to you. So guys, that's a little bit about Uranus and Taurus. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and as always I say, if you haven't subscribed, do click the subscribe button. You can also consider clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button, so that when I post a video, you get a notification in your inbox and you can stay tuned for all of my latest updates. So that's it for today, guys, and see you in my next video, which is going to be the next sign, which is Uranus in Gemini. So stay tuned for that one.